Future D here. Before I start this video, I wanted to let you know that this is an old video from my streaming channel, Random Obsessor. I'm bringing this series over here so you get to see the re-uploads while I work on the next haunted location. Hope you enjoy. If you have any suggestions for the next haunted location, let me know in the comments section. Hello, I'm Random Obsessor and welcome to a new series on my channel which I'll be calling Haunted Minecraft. For those who know me, you would know that I'm obsessed with Minecraft. What you don't know is I absolutely love anything paranormal as well, so I decided to mix the two together to create a series where I build real-life haunted locations in Minecraft. I created a mod pack specifically for this series, which I'll provide in the description of this video. This video alone took me over a month to do, so a like would be appreciated. This is the location of one of the oldest cold cases in America, dated back to the mid-1800s or 19th century. In short, the eldest daughter of this family is suspected to have murdered her father and stepmother with an axe. Without further ado, let me introduce you to the Lizzie Borden house. I will tell you the events that took place here as I give you a tour. Now follow me. Here's the front entry of the house. Nothing significant happened here as far as the day of the murders are concerned, but it is worth showing off as it is a part of the house, and I put a lot of work into this, especially customizing the carpet and stairs with a chisel mod. Please keep in mind that nothing is an exact replica of the real-life house, but it is as close as I could get in Minecraft. Welcome to the parlor, or what some might consider the formal living room. Parlors are rooms found in a large house that's suited for entertaining guests. You don't see them too much today. This room is significant to the case because this is where the mayor and marshal told Lizzie Borden that she was a suspect of the murders. Here's the living room where the second murder took place. The first murder was done upstairs 2 hours prior, which we will get to later. Andrew Borden, Lizzie's father, came home from work because of food poisoning he and the family had caught from mutton stew the night before. It is said that he was napping on this couch when Lizzie, or the real murderer, killed him with 11 blows to the face with an axe. Based on the awkward position of his body on the couch, to some it looks like he came in the room, was murdered, and his body happened to land on the couch. These keys are significant because according to Lizzie, Andrew grabbed his letters off the table, took the key off the mantle, went upstairs, came back down, put the key back on the mantle, removed his shoes, then laid down for a nap. What's odd is he's still wearing his shoes in the crime scene photo. Time for the dining room. This is where Abby Borden's autopsy was performed, as both autopsies were performed in the house. Very unsanitary for today's standards. This display you're seeing is a Minecraft equivalent of what they have there today. The display has artifacts from the 19th century, as well as plastic replicas of Andrew and Abby Borden's damaged skulls. They used the real skulls in court as evidence for the murders. The kitchen is not accurate to the real thing, as when building the house, this room didn't get as much love and attention as the rest of the rooms. However, the cabinets and color scheme is accurate to the real thing, as well as the chair and stove against the wall. The only significance to the case is that the mutton stew that gave everyone food poisoning was made here. Everyone got food poisoning because it was simply left out for several hours. Here's the back entry I made reference to earlier when talking about the key next to the mantle. Mr. Borden had this stairway added to the house because of a break-in that happened at one point. The break-in is completely unrelated to the case, but I thought it was worth noting because it's odd to have an entrance to the master bedroom from ground level in a multi-story house. Say hello to murder room number 2. This is the guest bedroom where Abby Borden was murdered. She was making the bed and cleaning up after their uncle came in for a surprise visit. The day of the murders, there was an annual event where the majority of the town's police were. When the murder was called in, there were rookie officers who came in to investigate, and they would deputize people on the street, which contaminated much of the evidence. This is the spot where she was murdered. She was found face down with 17 blows from an axe to the back of the head and 2 to the front, meaning she probably saw who killed her, and Mr. Borden. This is a bathroom my friend Lautner made. There are 2 bathrooms in the house today, but there were none when the house was originally built. He built this bathroom not knowing what the real one looked like. I'd say he got pretty close. What do you think? Now for Lizzie's room. There's a nursery rhyme about her. It goes, Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. Why that rhyme was made is a complete mystery, but we know that it isn't true after going through the evidence. Lizzie's story seemed to change each time she was interrogated. The doctors gave her medications which likely messed with her ability to bring forth memories and her thought process in general. Her trial lasted 12 days and she was in jail for 11 months, starting 8 days after the murders. Lizzie had a sister named Emma. This is her bedroom. Emma was not in the house at the time of the murders, but she was still a murder suspect in the case. Here is the master bedroom, where Andrew and Abby slept. Notice the side table with the coins on the dresser? Well, today when people spend the night at the bed and breakfast, they leave money for Mr. Borden in order to bribe his ghost not to follow them home. I have to admit that this is my favorite room of the house because of the wallpaper. In the real house there is a white wood panel that goes halfway up the wall, but I wanted to show off the wallpaper a bit more. When this house was built, it was more common to have a dressing room instead of a closet. Today, Mr. Borden's closet is a bathroom for the bed and breakfast. When new owners bought the house, only a desk, chest, and safe was found in Abby's dressing room, which is why I decorated Mr. and Mrs. Borden's dressing rooms this way. This is just the second level of the back entryway. I just wanted to admire it for a second. Let's go upstairs. Before the house was a bed and breakfast, the attic was an open space with one bedroom, which you will see in a moment. The sitting area I'm standing in now was set up after the new walls were added to create rooms for the bed and breakfast. So the furniture here today is from the time period, but probably not an original of the house. The attic is where most hauntings happen, though. This is just another bathroom added for the bed and breakfast. According to a quick internet search, they tend to store things here too. The last bedroom of the house is the maid Bridget's room. On the day of the murders, she was resting in her bedroom and apparently didn't hear anything from the floors below. She testified for the prosecution and claimed to have attempted to quit 3 times. Each time, Miss Borden would ask her to stay because she was afraid of Lizzie. On the day of the acquittal, she disappeared and was discovered 5 years later in another town with a nice farmhouse of her own. It's thought that she was paid to leave since she moved to the United States from Ireland without any family or money, making the Borden family her lifeline. As you can tell, there are a few speculations about her when it comes to the case. This is one of the rooms built for the bed and breakfast, making this an old storage space most likely. It very closely resembles the real one, but I have seen a few pictures with it decorated differently. This room may be haunted, as people have witnessed this door over here, opening and closing on its own. Years ago, there were 2 dead pigeons found in the attic, which the staff found ironic because Mr. Borden owned pigeons. So now there's a plaque here. Unfortunately, I didn't put the correct statement on the plaque. My apologies. Welcome to what may be the most haunted room of the house. Guests and staff have heard footsteps running up and down the halls and have witnessed full-body figures of little girls in this room alone. People also claim the toys get moved pretty often. There is a single box of toys here for guests, but I felt like having some fun with the toys in this build. That concludes the tour of the house and this video. Thank you so much for watching! Like I mentioned earlier, this video took over a month to do, so all feedback is appreciated. I couldn't get all the details about the case or the hauntings in this one video, so if you have questions, ask me in the comments. At this point, I could probably give a tour of the house in real life. Let me know what haunted places I should build for the next episode in the comments section below. Love your faces, and see you in the next one.